my cat was playing with the tripod, which was making the camera shake. So I threw a toy to distract her. And I picked the noisiest toy. These cats. Okay, so there's a reason we have a new angle today. Ooh. I put pillows on this chair, now it's really uncomfortable. My friend is helping host a readathon next week, March 9th through the 15th, I believe. It's called the Backlist Readathon. The idea of it is to, okay, I didn't want to be thinking about what I would read because I wanted to do it on this video, so I know next to nothing about this readathon. I gotta look it up. But the idea of it is to read books that have been on your shelf for a while. My cat's back. She's distracted by birds. So the idea is to pick the 10 books that have been on your shelf the longest. A little disclaimer, all of these I'm selling. I probably only have 15 unread books on this shelf right behind me. That's the one that I'm picking from because I recently did a purge. Okay, here we go. I need to find the 10 books that have been on my shelf for the longest amount of time. This one is a giant. A lot of the books that have been on my shelf for a long time, they're huge. So I'm setting myself up for failure a little bit, but that's great. I just broke Dobby. Dobby is broken. Oh no! Sad. I mean, he was a little bit creepy. Okay, I need to get a new book and what a disaster. Okay, so actually the whole reason that my husband bought me that bookend for Christmas is because that's already happened before. With a jar of coins, which I've now used again to replace it. And the jar of coins fell onto our TV. So somehow our TV has escaped multiple heavy damage. I said that weird. To continue. It's actually really hard to remember when I got what book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to 5. I need 5 more. Okay, that's not hard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. Oh my word, these are huge books. See what I'm talking about? 2 more, 2 more. Oh goodness. 1 more, and I think I know what it is, and it's so long. Fantasy readers can't do this readathon. Actually, you know what? I'm missing one that should be here. I'm missing my copy of Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, but hey, it's not here, so. Okay, I have my 10 books. My 10 books I have to choose from are, they're dusty, which means I've done my job correctly. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. This has been on my shelf, sorry my cat, almost the longest. I actually got an arc of this before it even came out. And then I bought the final version when it did come out. It came out in maybe 2017? Yeah, 2017, wow. I'm impressed with myself. This is an arc by Patrick Ness, who I love Patrick Ness. It is Release. This is, I got this at Y'all Fest when I went, I think in also 2017. I think 2017 was my book buying year. Next up, these next 2 have been on my shelf the longest for sure. This is one I'm very scared of because I won't finish it in a week, but I could maybe at least start it, is The 6 Wives of King Henry VIII. I'm pretty sure it's fiction, but it's like based on truth. It doesn't actually say. So it's based on facts and history and things that we know about King Henry VIII's wives, but it's like in a story version. So we'll see. I love King Henry VIII. I mean, like, I just find him very fascinating. This might be up because I think it matches one of the prompts. Next is The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis. I've never read this, and it's super popular, so this is not really the kind of book that I want to be reading next week. That's okay. So, at least there's a pretty cover. Next one is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. It's huge. I've started it, actually. And it has a bookmark from In the Reads. I've seen the show. This is designed with daffodils and ink, but when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, then you shall return to me, my sun and stars. Khal Drogo and what's-her-face. Why did I remember Khal Drogo's name but not Daenerys? I don't want to read that one next week. We have City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. She wrote A Darker Shade of Magic. I bought this when it came out, which was 2018. We have My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologizes by Frederick Bachman. This is called something different in America. It's my grandmother told me to tell you she's sorry or something like that. My friend got me this. She read it and loved it, so she bought a bunch of copies and has passed them out to people. So I really need to get to it because it was a gift. In here, I have a Sweet Sequels bookmark. You can tell I've started most of these. Next is The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. This is like super, super popular in like my group of Bookstagram friends. I think it's kind of fantasy-ish. We'll see. Another giant book that we have is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I bought this years ago. Soon after it came out, I think I actually have an ARC of the second one, which is Kingdom of Copper. Yeah, the Kingdom of Copper. So I have two of this series on my shelf, so I definitely need to get this at some point. It's also very pretty. It's kind of based on Middle Eastern history, folklore, and culture. So it's like different from any fantasy world that I've read before. So I'm very interested in this. It's giant. And lastly, I'm excited about this one. My stepbrother got me this for Christmas one year. It is The Electric State. So this is like a giant, it's a book it's a book that's like, I keep starting the sentence and I don't know how to finish it. It's a book about, it's like kind of post-apocalyptic, oh my word. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic book. I only know that from looking at some of the pictures. Someone's walking around looking at the world after some apocalypse. There was a huge virtual reality revolution kind of thing, which we've seen in like Ready Player One and things like that. But this one, it seems as though people are kind of like dying where they stood. So there's things like, this is like, it's you know, a drawing, but I mean, it's like a little bit graphic, I guess. Here's like a picture. I'm not sure if you can tell what that is, but it's like two bodies with like a virtual reality thing on, and they're dead. That's really all I know about this. I should probably stop flipping through it, but it looks very interesting. And I think it'd be a quick read because, I mean, it's like pictures on every page and then some writing. So this actually looks like Ready Player One stuff. Okay, I spent enough time on those. Let's read the prompts. This is going to be a long video if I keep talking this much. All right, the first prompt is read your shortest backlist title, which I think is going to be The Great Divorce, but let me see. And I'm giving myself permission to cheat as much as I want on this. Okay, so The Great Divorce is 146 pages. And then the other one I thought might come close is The Thief. It is. I don't want to, this one I don't want spoilers. 280. I wanted to read this one, but Wow, it looks shorter than 280 pages. The Great Divorce, I think. Yeah, The Great Divorce is going to be up for shortest backlist title. I'm not going to prioritize this one because I'm not super excited about it, but it should be one. Maybe I'll do math and read as many pages in a day that I need to read to finish it in a week, but okay, we'll see. Next up is read a book on your backlist that intimidates you. There are 3 that are intimidating me right now, and they are The Six Wives of King Henry VIII, The City of Brass, and A Game of Thrones. I think, I'm glad it didn't say read the book that intimidates you the most, because I'd probably cheat. But these 3 are all intimidating me. I think I'm going to pick, The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. Oh dear, it's so long. It is 532 pages. It actually looks longer than that, so maybe I can't tell how long books are by looking at them like I think I can. Read a book on your backlist that you added as a recommendation from someone else. It would either be My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologizes or The Thief. This one is not part of a series necessarily. There are follow-up books, I think. This is part of a pretty long series, but I'm more excited about this one because it's young adult. The writing's pretty big. This one was 280 pages. How long is this one? I like never base the books I read on how long they are, but this time I may just need to. We're gonna go with The Thief. Starting another series. Read a backlist title you are most excited to read. I think I said it when I went through it, actually. I think I'm most excited to read The Electric State. So we're gonna read this. This is not one I can carry around with me. It's huge, but I'm gonna do that. Almost done. Okay, next is read a diverse backlist book. I'm glancing through. I have no authors of color, which is not good. I know that there's some mental health stuff in My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologizes. I'm gonna go with Release. I think this has some mental health stuff. It has somewhat of a diverse cast of characters, it seems like. So, yeah, I love Patrick Ness too. I'm starting to get really scared at how big this pile's getting. I've read 3 books in 2020. I am picking 6 books to read next week. Lastly, I think there's one more. Read a backlist book with blue on the cover. I might cheat here. Almost all of my books have blue on the cover. This does. The Thief does. It's a little blue gem thing. But my stretch goal, this is a stretch goal. My stretch goal that I'm not going to complete is going to be The Bear and the Nightingale. Very blue. So yeah, I really want to read this in the winter, and we are starting to get warm weather here in Memphis, so I need to read it real soon if I'm going to read it, or it has to wait till the end of the year when it gets cold again. I'm very atmospheric. I'm a very atmospheric reader. Okay, so here are all the books I will be reading, maybe, next week, March 9th through the 15th. It's called the Backlist Readathon. I might vlog it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. The vlog would actually maybe be interesting this time because I'm gonna be struggling through next week. That's what I have. I'm gonna do some math and see how many pages I need to read in a day to complete this challenge. So I need, actually, man, if I did this, if I like went for it, I could do this. I need to read 239 pages a day, which, I mean, some of these books I think I could sit down and read in a night. I just like have to do it. And I'm not very disciplined in that kind of thing. Tune in next week to see how this is going because it will be interesting. Bye.